fingernails with a pair of shears. I have a feeling I'm going to lose a fingertip.
You know, I just said I was starting the stream.
Yeah,
Jay,
I know.
why you gotta be like that?
Because I'm not the one hosting it. I can say whatever I want, and it all goes on your channel.
All right. Well, as you guys know, we are hosting Tech Talk today on Barnacules Nerdgasm and not on Jay's channel because Jay and I decided to do a little bit of back and forth action, if you know what I mean.
I don't even have the stream up. What a bad guest I am.
You're just a horrible, horrible guest.
I guess I'll get on that.
So I guess this is technically Tech Talk 96, if I'm not mistaken. And we actually got a really, really cool guest that we're going to be introducing here in just a second.
I'm trying to go to Barnacules Nerdgasm.
What are you doing?
I ended up at Barney and Friends, not Barnacules Nerdgasm. I was like, when did you turn purple?
So, guys, hopefully the stream looks okay. Not on Jay's channel. Oh, wait, I got to mute the stream. God, this is not a very professional thing. It's not a professional thing at all. All right, so hopefully people are already hashtag ban Barnacules. Oh, my God.
I have the top of my head cut off. Way to crop.
This is going to be a fun show. Just lean down a little bit. Come on, work with me, Jay. Work with me. I had to create this whole composition in next to no time.
Oh.
All right, so Jay, why don't you explain to everybody why on earth I'm live streaming Tech Talk on Barnacules Nerdgasm right now?
Because I want you to have an appreciation for what the hell goes into this show, sir.
Which is actually a lot. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty stressful getting this stream all set up, and I'm actually beyond surprised that we started almost on time.
Well, remember, what does it say right there underneath where it says Tech Talk? Thursdays at 5 p.m. Ish.
And
we were well within the ish.
Ish is about an hour, right?
Give or take.
So
sometimes we're off by a day, but that's okay.
Hey, Einie Doofus, thanks again for the I think that's a £1 donation. I think that's a pound, right?
That's a euro. I think.
A
so
euro?
something that Jerry and I started last week, since this donation button popped up without our knowing, we were like, how are we going to leverage this to where people can get something in return for that? So Jerry and I have decided that we're still going to do regular comment interaction like we normally do, but any green comments that pop up there are guaranteed to get answered. So it's not like we're only going to answer the donation comments, but because they're going to show up anyway, and we have no control over that because YouTube is shoving money down our throats.
They're just forcing us to sell out hard.
Yeah. So if you do a donation and you put a comment in there, we have to read it. So you could tell us we're awesome. You could tell us we're fat pigs. You can do whatever you want. We have to read it, and that can be a lot of fun. I'm going to donate something so Jerry has to say it.
Well, Jay, you really didn't have to say the second part, but yes, you are technically right. And thank you, Upgrade. Appreciate it. He said he's jealous of your X34. What does that mean?
Because right now they're pretty much not available anywhere.
Wow, Jay getting all the swag. Well, I say we just jump right in and introduce our guest because we have a killer guest. Her name is actually Simone Giertz. See, I think I got it. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Was that right? What?
I'm happy that you said killer guest because that plays into the backstory thing I'm gonna
talk
about.
Yeah. Jay's gonna explain us the background of her. But if you don't know who she is, I'm gonna push a little button here and she's gonna magically appear. There she is!
And she's frozen.
Oh, is she really?
It's just a picture.
No, there she goes. There she goes. She's moving. So I would like to introduce Simone, the creator of the breakfast machine and the alarm clock that slaps the shit out of you in the morning. And she's an absolute genius. And she just kind of like blew up overnight. And now we're just exploiting the hell out of her on Tech Talk before she gets so big she doesn't remember who we are.
Yeah, I'm okay with being a stepping stone. It's all right.
So, Simone, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you would even entertain the idea of coming on such a lackluster broadcast on the internet.
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of doubting my own decision right now because it's 2 a.m. and I'm in Stockholm, Sweden. So I'm sitting here and talking into the Swedish winter night or autumn night. But yeah, I mean, Jerry and I are internet friends, and Jay, we can become internet friends too. We follow each other on Twitter.
I have to copy Jerry at every chance that I can, so I want to be a better friend.
It's just what we do. We copy each other. It's it's inevitable. But Simone actually is she's crazy because she lives on a boat and she makes robots. And she makes funny little skits that are actually funny, and I highly recommend that you go follow her on Twitter right now, at Simone Giertz, which is spelled Giertz. Nothing. If you spell phonetically, you're screwed. Just copy what's on the screen. And what's up, Jason Langdon? Thank you so much for balancing. Wow, $27 from Jason Langdon?
He balanced it out because that's what he donated on my stream.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
So if you guys have noticed already, she's in Sweden, but she doesn't sound very Swedish, eh? So I have a reason. I think I figured this out just chatting with you prior to the stream. Okay, so you're an inventor.
Yes.
And you live in Sweden.
Yes.
And I think the reason why you're in Sweden is you either work for Interpol or the CIA, and you were actually one of those tech engineers that gives all of the spies their cool gadgets and stuff, and your YouTube stuff is just a cover. That's why you don't sound Swedish to me.
I like that story more than the real story. So
You're
yeah,
free to
sure. No, I can't. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Ooh, now you're a politician. Spoken like a true politician, Simone.
No, but actually, I'm not an engineer. I'm just like a person who really likes. I don't know. I just started liking programming and started liking tinkering with electronics. So it's kind of more that way.
Did you always have that interest, or were you, as a kid, were you building things?
I was building things, but it wasn't really, I mean, it wasn't as sophisticated. And I was more, I used to build like furniture for my stuff. But I mean, it's not until like 2 years ago that I actually started like playing with electronics for real.
Well, no, the reason why I asked is because if you go and look at some of my more popular videos on my channel, my daughter, she's
you just want me to subscribe. You just want me to subscribe.
I wouldn't ask you to do anything that you don't feel comfortable with. But no, my daughter was 5 at the time. She's 6 now, but she's already built her own computer. She freaking loves Legos, Connects, Tinker Toys. She's got like these solar-powered motors and stuff that she's always building things, and she loves those, those, what are those contraptions called that just have like all the things happening and they move the ball around? I can't remember what those are called.
Oh, Goldberg?
Yeah.
Goldberg machine or mousetrap?
Yeah. She's super into that sort of stuff, so that's why I was wondering if you as a child were into this or not. Oh, she's slow motion.
No, not really. I mean, I was more into plants and soccer. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it that I really like. And I like entertaining people and just building shitty robots. It's kind of like my favorite corner of the internet.
Shitty robots are actually better in every way than the actual functional robots, because the internet's full of functional robots like Osimo and stuff like that. It's the shitty robots that are awesome. And I also want to give a quick shout out to All Talk On for the $1 donation. Thank you. And Jacob, what is it, Langer? $5. He said Simone is awesome, loved her videos. Oh, but he's got a question for Simone. Simone, how do you get internet on a boat?
Landline.
Okay.
Yeah, Simone.
Phone.
Oh, she has a phone. And let me guess, she lives in a country that has super high-speed internet, unlike here where it says 4G LTE, but it's like slower than 3G.
But the thing is, I actually do have internet on the phone or on the boat. I have Wi-Fi, but it's just, it goes up and down. I think there's like something wrong with the cable that comes in, because when the boat like kind of sways back and forth, it tends to cut.
It's like plugging and unplugging.
See, you literally have a landline cable, like network cable, going to your boat?
What was that?
You actually have like a landline cable, like a Cat5 cable going to your boat?
Yeah.
That is nerdy. I'm surprised there's like even that service available. Like you pull a boat into docks, like here, have your RJ45.
I only know that because I had a ex-girlfriend that lived on a boat in San Diego in a marina, and it was like that. There was like cables strung all around, the place. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
These weren't boats that ever left the dock. They were like, these sailing ships that just sat there. That was their homes. They were almost dry docked in a way.
Yeah.
Oh man, Chris Barr is making fun of me. He donated $1 and he said to tell everybody the story about how Microsoft screwed my job over.
No.
You worked at Microsoft?
Simone, so you've never been on the show before, but there's a running joke that I've never told anybody that I work for Microsoft, because I did it so much at one point that everybody just started mocking me and saying that they didn't know I worked there.
It's like Grandpa's Army stories or something, or it's
Exactly.
like,
The one you've heard 67 times, and it starts with, "Have I ever told you about the time?"
Did I ever tell you about the time where
you did, and I'm tired of it.
Jerry's Microsoft story always included I got laid off from my job at Microsoft after 15 years. It was like every single time Microsoft came up. So what I started doing was pretending like I had no idea he ever worked for Microsoft. And anytime he mentions it, I just act shocked. I was like, "You work for Microsoft? What do you mean laid off?"
And they fired you?
It's the only interesting thing that's happened in my life as far as my career. Come on.
I don't know. I think you pooping your pants at PDX Land was pretty interesting.
Oh, now Chris said he's going to play a drinking game every time I say Microsoft. You're going to die, Chris. You're just going to die.
Liver failure.
Thanks, Emerson Howell, for the $1. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Simone. Sorry.
But I mean, it's just fun with those stories that you have. They're kind of like, the stories you run over and over. Mine is, did I ever tell you about the time when I was in a Chinese sitcom?
Wait, what? Is that for real?
That is for real. And it's like seriously one of the worst things I've ever been through. It was a complete nightmare.
She had to work for 17 hours a day and for like $4 and
We have to hear about this because I have a feeling that this story has a lot to do with Simone as a person. Just
better than a
watching her
Japanese
funnies.
game show.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that I'm still waiting for that one. Maybe I'll get to that one soon. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I still have the thing is I still have all of it recorded. I actually have it on my computer, and it's like 8 years ago, and it's so bad. It's like the worst shit ever. I'm so terrible in it because I can't speak Chinese, and I'm supposed to speak. I couldn't speak Chinese at the time, at least, and I was supposed to speak Chinese. And
Now she speaks
I'm
3
still, like,
dialects because of that Interpol training.
I'm starting to believe Jay's spy story here, Simone. She's like, yeah, I didn't speak Chinese very good back then, implying that she's like
back
fluent in it
then,
now.
yeah.
She's like, if you too want to learn Mandarin, then check out my Rosetta Stone affiliate link down below.
Please,
Other YouTube channel. No.
yeah, please tell me you're gonna post that video.
I should probably I mean, I'm kind of coming to terms with it. I mean, it's 8 years ago. I should probably publish it pretty soon.
Please, please, please publish it. I think that would be absolutely epic.
It's so bad.
And put shitty American subtitles on it too.
Wife, and I was like 17.
Oh
You did,
my god.
wait, it was what now?
What?
I
Say again.
played somebody's Canadian wife, and I was 17.
You played somebody's Canadian wife in a Chinese sitcom?
From Sweden?
That's the best story ever. Oh my god.
As a minor.
As
Oh.
a minor, yeah.
We got a donation in from Dean Smiley, £1, I believe. Hey Jerry, Jay, and Simone, what new technology are you looking forward to? Jerry, any more awesome
Yeah.
X-Car videos? Have a good day. No, the X-Car videos, they're done. I built it. Now I'm gonna sell it on Craigslist.
Jerry, that E means euro.
What? Is that what it is? A euro? Is that an E? That doesn't look like an E. Like
Oh,
that's-
Americans.
That's the euro sign. I
Is
only
that a
know
euro?
because my Amazon affiliate checks come with that little symbol on it, and the bank's like, what is this? Every time I go to deposit it.
Oh, I've also seen a couple people over in chat asking about how Xander's doing. Xander is doing fantastic. He has a cast on his arm. They said that they don't have to do surgery. At least they don't think so. They have to cut the thing off next week and make sure the bone's healing right. But they think it should be smooth sailing, which is a huge relief to me. Oh, my God.
How many times has he broken that arm now again?
3 times the same
3
arm and
times.
twice in the exact same spot. Like, you know, normally bones are supposed to heal stronger and not break in the same spot. Well, yeah, he's the exception to that rule. He broke it exactly in the same spot.
Yeah, I broke my left wrist 4 times. I'm not going to tell you why, but I broke my left wrist 4 times. All 4 times it was like farther up the wrist.
Did I tell you about that time when I broke my wrist 4 times story?
Yeah, that's a great story. Hey,
Look
Jay,
at
why
Red-
don't you tell us about that time you broke your wrist 4 times?
Well, it all started behind the bleachers in high school. Oh, wait, never mind. There's a big donation there you got to read.
Hey, thank you, Pup Shepherd, for the $1, and oh my God, the paragraph. Shout out to Jay and Barnacules. Thank you for helping me with the streaming question last episode. With your advice and help, I produced my 3rd Friday talk show tomorrow.
Say tech.
Now,
Oh,
I know.
Whoa.
Whoa. Now I have a problem producing content so frequently, lols. Thanks again from Pup Shepherd. You are very, very welcome, and don't come knocking on our door when you become all famous and everybody hates you and you have to deal with the downsides of the business. That's not our problem, bro. Not our problem.
Unless we can each get like 100,000 followers off of you, and then we'll each come on separately.
True story. Fair enough. Just kidding. Sellouts for life. Woo!
You can't refund becoming famous. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly it. That's exactly. And yeah, Simone, you're gonna find all this out because you guys, Simone, when Simone was discovered, she was actually discovered not by me but by a friend of mine who was like, "Dude, you got to check out this video," and I think it had like 48 views or something. It wasn't a lot. Like it was nothing, and no subscribers or nothing. And I watched it and about pissed my pants, and I was like, "Man, what is she doing wrong? Her shit's better than mine." And so. One thing led to another. I got in touch with her. She had to fix like 3 little itty bitty things, and now what are your videos at? Like 700,000 a pop or something in a week? It's
Yeah,
insane.
it's been pretty crazy. So, yeah, if ever you need like YouTube consulting, then hire Jerry.
Yeah,
The YouTube
I'm that
guru.
good. I'm that good.
You know what they say: those who can't do, teach.
Hashtag Jay's a dickhole. Hey, thanks Riley for the $4. Question for Jerry: what was it like working at Microsoft?
You worked at Microsoft?
Oh
Seriously?
my God!
Microsoft.
I'm never gonna be able to
You
forget.
told me that.
Well, how is it going at Microsoft?
I don't know. I don't know. I actually just made a video where I ranted for 37 minutes about Microsoft. So I think I might still be a little butthurt, to be honest.
What's funny is it was a keyboard review.
It was. No, it seriously started off as 5 minutes of I'm going to tell you how to disable all the settings to get your privacy back in Windows 10, and 37 minutes later it's like, fuck you, Microsoft, why'd you do this? Oh, you're horrible.
Okay, so I have a question for Simone then, since she's getting a lot of the viral attention here. Channels like Jerry and I, we've gradually grown to where we are, so we've had a lot of time to kind of absorb and evolve with the growth. You, on the other hand, and when I was at Jerry's place just beginning of last week versus now, I've seen you've gained like 26,000 subscribers in a week. So, and seeing that those two videos are over 1.5 million views already.
I got one over 2 million now.
And now I've seen that like the news has shown it, the radio is talking about it. How do you feel a lot of pressure now that you've got a lot of standard to live up to in your next video? And since you're doing stuff that's robotic based, do you feel like it's hard to keep content coming up?
One second, I just want to say thank you to Philip. Holy crap, $100 donation. That's insane. Somebody just donated $100 and told me to go get a razor and shave my porn stash off.
You will on December 1st.
I am. December 1st, it's coming off.
An insult.
Look how thick that thing's getting, though, man. For me, that's thick.
Jerry, you want to hear the sad news? I've been growing a mustache. I've been growing a mustache.
Is that all you got? Ooh, Simone, looking good.
Yeah, I know.
Supporting that testicular cancer.
Feel about your mustaches, but I got this one going on.
Thank you, Philip Schwartz. You're absolutely awesome. I can't believe people actually like donate $100 every once in a while. That is absolutely amazing. You guys are awesome.
Funny.
I love you long time. I do. And I will shave off the mustache, I promise. But I got to finish raising money for people's testicles that have cancer in them.
All right, so Simone.
So back to Simone. Sorry I had to interrupt you about $100 donation.
Do you feel the pressure?
Yeah. Do you feel it?
I mean, most definitely. I mean, not too that much about producing content, more like, I don't know, just enjoying it. Because, I mean, this is kind of like building stuff has kind of been my little, I don't know, I really enjoy it. And I feel like as soon as it's stressful, you start to get like, oh no, this needs to be all these things. It needs to be good. It needs to be funny, blah, 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 blah. So I think more pressure in that sense. But also, I don't know, I've just had 2 really surreal weeks.
Yeah.
Like, they've been very weird.
I bet it's like everybody's probably contacting you. I mean, I like I told Simone, I got on Skype one morning. I woke up literally, I think it was like 2 days after we first talked, and I get in the shower and the radio's on and they're like, it's 106.1 or whatever. It's like our most famous FM station here. And the main guy's like, oh, you're never gonna believe this. This lady like created an alarm clock that like slaps the shit out of you in the morning. And they actually played the audio from the clip on the air. And I was like,
lady?
I did.
Really? I did. Old?
Well, no. He said lady. I did. I'm just repeating.
Oh, gosh, lady, really?
No. You will always be girl or young woman to me, okay? Girl or young woman. No, but anyways, I heard it and I about shit my pants. I was like, I don't know anybody that's ever been like on the radio. This is cool. and then I get on the computer after that and I'm looking for the radio thing to rebroadcast because I want to play it back. And what do I find? Freaking Channel News 5 talking about it. You sent me a link, Simone, where there was another news station talking about it. I mean, you were on a lot of news stations.
Yeah. Whoa.
It's been pretty weird. And like most of all, I mean, like Adam Savage from Mythbusters tweeted about it, which I like seriously peed my pants a little bit. Okay,
I'm
not
so
seriously,
jealous.
but hypothetically. And like
okay,
Conan Ryan tweeted about it, which is also just like
absolutely crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's because it's like really, I mean, since I'm building stuff, it takes a fair amount of time to build the projects I do or to plan them out and like order parts, especially because I'm ordering from the States and it takes a long time to ship them here.
You're in a good spot, though, because those videos and the amount of views they're pulling in are going to easily fund your next project.
No,
are they not monetized?
No, they are, but her CPM is really low because of like her past videos and everything and her channel history, and it's slowly creeping up, but it's totally screwing her on the first views.
Give it a month.
Give it a month. It will come up.
I mean, like the majority of the views. I mean, I think the Wake Up Machine has been viewed around 80 million times, but almost all of those are like on Facebook ripoffs.
Oh yeah, I did notice. See, here's the thing: when I was looking for the original clip of yours when I did my little teaser video about you coming on the show today. I found that video re-uploaded so many times, which obviously happens when anytime a video goes viral because people want to monetize it and make their own money off of stealing content.
Oh, you found it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's all over YouTube.
Oh, that I didn't know. I haven't seen anyone re-uploading it on YouTube.
There's a lot of them.
Here, hold on a second. I just want to give a couple shout-outs. Thank you, Parman, for the $1 donation. Tim, thank you for the £1 donation. See, I'm starting to get the denominations correct here. Ethan
They're correcting me.
Brackstone, £1. Thank you. He said the name is Ethax. Jay's Dickhole. Your videos are great. And I've been around for far too long. I've been around for too long. Pretty sure I'm banned in Jay's channel. It's all right, Ethan. You're always welcome here, brother. You're always welcome here. Let's see. Skylar Dyer, $1. Jerry, I figured I'd donate this week because I donated to Jay last week. I'm liking this repeat donation thing. We got to add a third channel. No, I'm just kidding.
That's it. We're going to have a channel and a live stream every day of the week.
He said, could you recommend a good headphone for driving to be driven by his phone or iPod? Actually, these ones right here. It's the Sony MDR V6s. They're super duper cheap, super comfortable, and they'll literally be driven by anything. They're very, very low power. And then, oh my God, the best name ever, IB Strokin. You heard that correct. IB Strokin donated $50. Holy crap. He said, I just want to thank you both for the content you create. Whenever I'm in the Valley, I can go to either one of your channels and have a laugh or learn something. I'm actually saving to water cool my rig. So thanks again for both of you. Yeah, Jay is an inspiration, get you to water cool your stuff. But he just made fun of mine the whole time he was here because I just ran like garden hoses around and everything. But Jay, you are the king of water cooling. I don't know anybody that does it better than you do, bro.
Hey man, I'm telling you right now, if Simone had a high-end PC and she just taps into that water that her boat's sitting on and it pumps in one end and goes out the other, man, you know how cold her system would be?
Oh, Simone, that would be a cool video. You need to water cool something.
Why would I need to cool anything? I'm in Sweden.
Because colder is better.
Yeah, colder is better.
It can always be colder.
It could always be colder.
I want to see Simone getting like a 5.4 gigahertz overclock on an i7 just with a hose going into the lake.
Well, don't forget, some of the really high-end like liquid nitrogen cooling is going to like negative 200 C at times. But about a negative 100 C on the CPUs.
Well, you know, I know a guy named Travis Jank who actually holds a couple world records for liquid nitrogen cooling, and I got to watch him break one of the records at PAX Prime. It's crazy because you have to like pour the liquid nitrogen and put a torch on it to form ice, and then you have to get the CPU like to a certain temperature to where it posts, but then once it posts, you can drop the temperature more.
Right.
And it's like so sensitive. Like you're constantly pouring a little, putting a torch in there, pouring a little, and because you just go a little bit over and the CPU just freezes so bad that it locks up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy. Go watch liquid nitrogen cooling videos on YouTube if you get the chance. They're absolutely nuts. And thank you, Chris Barr, for the $1 donation. Thank you, Sword Dust, for the $1 donation. Oh, God, Chris said I should keep doing the Z-Type streams. I'll do another one tomorrow. I'm worried I won't be able to break my record. I think I set the bar too high. Sword Dust said, I'm started watching your videos a month ago, and they've been helping me get into water cooling. Okay, so that's for Jay, obviously. And then you got me into Jerry's vids, too. Thanks, Jay. Jay brought me a fan. Woo!
Oh, one of them. Yay.
Yay. And thank you, Kyle. What is it, Yost? For a $5 donation. Oh, my God. The donations are coming in too fast. This is going to get really hard really quick.
Jerry, all you got to do is go into the control board on the separate tab. And then at the bottom of the comment section there's a donation section where all the comments are separated.
Oh, really? Okay, I need to learn how to do that. All right, Kyle, thanks for the donation. He said, I just want to say thank you for all the videos you and Jay make. You dickholes have made me spend a lot of money on tech. You two have inspired me to create a YouTube channel documenting my friend Rob building a rally car. Oh, bitchin'. I am big into rally cars.
Real quick, Jerry, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. Everyone asking, how do you donate? How do you donate? It's at the gaming.youtube.com stream. This stream is being streamed to two places simultaneously. YouTube has a subdomain of gaming.youtube.com, and they put the button there, but not on the main stream, which is really kind of weird.
Literally, just go up to the URL, replace www before YouTube with gaming, hit enter, and you'll have it. And also, I want to give a shout out to Project Synchro, which was Kyle Yost's rally car thing, which is I absolutely love rally cars. I'm doing the Movember charity this month. I've already raised over $2,000 for genitals with cancers on them.
Woo, save the testes.
Woo, save the testes. And actually, I'm with a rally car team up here that's actually two of my friends drive for them, Jeff and Mike. And they got their own rally car. It's a GC8 Subaru. Oh, my God. It's epic. I will post something after this.
Ethan Brackstone says if it wasn't for Jay, he wouldn't have gotten his computer science diploma. Well, can I have the diploma then?
Yeah, I think you should just mail it to Jay. He earned it.
Yeah, I'll just Sharpie my name in there.
Dude, no pressure, Simone. See, when people like send you mail and they're like, you changed my life, it's like humbling. It's like massively humbling because I'm like, I can't even change my life, and I change your life, then I get all jealous.
Everyone says a lot of people are saying I look mad in stream. I'm not mad, guys. I just realized I really suck at golf today, and I'm thinking about that.
Jay always looks mad. It's just that's his default look. It's like
Is
like
it
grumpy
because he
cat.
always sucks at golf, or?
Ooh.
I suck at everything. I'm not good at anything in this
Well,
life.
that's the worst.
Jay, your self-deprecation is robbing me.
You don't suck at sucking, then.
Whoa, you got to take me to date first, Simone.
Hey, I slept
with
with a guy for like 3 days in a hotel room. Okay.
Whoa,
Thank
Gary.
you, Lord Matarius, for
Gary.
the $2 vacation. Thank you,
Gary.
Zen. What?
I thought what happened in Portland stays in Portland.
I didn't give any details, but actually, you know what? Here, give them the one detail that they're looking for. Tell them what I did while I was there, because it's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened in my life, and Jay needs to like tell everybody.
Pants?
That's when I shit. No, not my pants. What did I shit, Jay?
A kilt.
I shit kilt.
Okay, see, you know, on the surface it sounds like a made-up story. Like, I remember that time you and I were in the parking lot trying to battle farts, and you accidentally shit your kilt. It sounds like a terrible story that's made up, and a lot of people don't think that really happened, but it did. I heard it. It was audible. There was spatter. I heard it.
But out of all clothing to shit, isn't kilt one of the best ones because it just?
It was a very easy cleanup. I'm going to leave it at that. It was a very easy cleanup, but what basically happened is Jay and I were walking out to our fake Escalade to get something out of the vehicle, and Jay lets out a tremendous fart, and I felt like I needed to reciprocate. You know, as a guy, you got to return the fart.
All right.
I had to return the punt. Here, let's let Jay tells it well. Jay, tell the story.
Okay.
I think he just told it, didn't he?
No. There's much more complexity to it, Simone.
There's a little more backstory to this too. So I've lost a lot of weight total. I've lost over 240 pounds so far in my life. I lost 70 of it this year alone. And by changing my eating habits to eating healthy, I kind of was taking a vacation from my healthy eating habits in Portland, and I had some good time with some food. And let's just say it didn't exactly agree with me. So I could pretty much fart on command the entire time I was at
You
PBS.
ate everything in sight. Like, you out-ate me under the table, and I was just like...
It's true. I was even eating, like, my dinner was gone before yours and everything.
It's crazy.
So it was one of those things where it was just like, hey, Jerry, check this out. Just, like, anything I wanted. I could do like high squeak one. I could pinch it.
You wanted.
Anything you want to come out of your butt, I could do it on command. So pretty much I was just like, hey, Jerry, check this out. And it was like it was low, kind of bassy, a little reverb. I was wearing jeans, so it wasn't, it was kind of muffled a little bit. And Jerry was like, oh yeah, well, check this out. He hikes his leg. He pulled his leg up.
I literally lifted my leg with a kilt on.
He pulled his leg up, and I heard this real low, like a bah, but then the tone changed. It was like, bah, blah, blah, blah. So it was obvious that
I knew I was in distress the second it happened. I was like, oh God.
it went from free-flowing to obstruction, and then the obstruction was free. So I looked at him, and I was like, dude, did you just shit your pants? And he was like, maybe. So there's body language involved as well.
There was.
So it wasn't just like all of a sudden the noise changed and it was a question. No, there was no question about it, because his back went rigid. He like pulled his ass in, like clenched. and he did just what you did there. And it was obvious at that point
and then I waddled back to the door. I was like, I gotta go to the room, and I literally waddled all the way back to the door. It was like the waddle of shame.
But you were wearing a kilt?
I was wearing a kilt. Luckily, I wasn't like commando in the kilt, because that would have left like a shotgun splatter on the ground.
But wouldn't that have been a good thing that he wouldn't have to clean up?
I don't know what I would have done. Like, a bunch of people were walking back and forth in their cars, be like, and it just blast the ground, and I would have been like, what?
I don't
what?
think
Like, you never shit your kilt?
Oh, I mean, you could have just that happened.
Oh,
Or
God.
it was on purpose.
Hey, I got to get caught up on a couple of these donations, because, oh my God, we are going to lose. This is crazy. You guys are out of control.
Jerry's gonna help you right now.
Upgrade. Thank you for the $1 donation. When is the next Nerdgasm? Oh my God, everybody asks this. It's coming. Hopefully December, because I have an idea. I just got to get it out. And how much of the donations actually goes to the content creator? Actually, 100%. It's the one thing YouTube actually gives us 100% of.
100%. Even the MCN doesn't take a cut.
Yeah, the MCN doesn't even take a cut of the donations. So the donations go all to us. Thank you, Ware38, for the $1. Keep up the great work. Love your channel. Big inspiration. Oh my God, I love hearing that. Christopher Chin, $10. Wow, thank you for all the great videos. Vodka, hey, I use AdBlock. Hopefully this helps out. The $1. Thank you, Vodka. Everything helps out. Absolutely. Bones, $13.44, $1. Question for Jay. I have the cash. Buy a 980 Ti Lightning or wait for Pascal to come out. Jay, go.
Hold on, my headphones are deciding they just want to turn off, so I can't hear anything. Hold on.
Okay, we'll come back to that one.
Son of a
E-
bitch.
Ethan
Don't ever buy these.
Bragstone, £1. Let's see, these donations are for testes, right?
Transmitter's like right there.
They're for my testes.
All right.
Joe McAllister, $5 for some new underwear. Dana Rogers, $20. Thank you, Jerry. Found your channel a week ago. I haven't laughed this much since you forced us at Red West to use server 2003 before RTM. Okay, another fellow Microsofty there. What's up, Dana? DDRG, what is it? DDRGHT12345. Man, these names. $20. Thank you. Oh, man. Came home after a long day of work, decided to take a poop, pulled out my phone and found Tech Talk Live. That's the best thing to watch while you're on the toilet, not even joking. Jay's a dickhole from Craig Pinnell, £1. And I'm called the shit cannon now. Hashtag Barnacules shit cannon. And John, $10. Thank you both for the great videos. Just got my first AIO CPU water block. Love it so far. I know it was an old review, but I love my new R9 390. Jerry, do you have your new TVs yet? I do. The new TVs are sitting. Well, they're not TVs. They don't have tuners in them. So these are actually legit monitors.
Whoa, that's loud. Hold on.
Oh,
my bad. I had to take
all right,
off
Jay?
the because they're cutting in and out right now.
Uh-oh. Somebody's having technical problems, and it isn't me this time. Oh, lols.
It doesn't
lols.
affect the stream at all. It's just
You just can't hear yourself?
Now we're freaking out.
Uh-oh. Well, it affects the stream because you can't hear me. Thank you, Shane M, for the $5 donation. Nick Childs, thank you for the $1. Stephen Hawking runs better than Fallout 4. Oh, that's horrible. That is so horrible. Oh, my God. Why'd I laugh?
Bad taste.
And Brandon Pikes likes chocolate milk, in case you guys were wondering. Oh, my God. Seriously, guys. I can't even keep up with this crap. Kevin Watson, you
Good
two...
problem to have, Jerry.
I know it is, but I didn't expect him to come in like this. So it's like, it's stressing me out, but it's a good stress. Kevin Watson...
What that question to Jay?
Oh, yeah, I'll get back to that one. Thank you for reminding me of that.
You could just do what I said by going back to the control panel.
No, I don't have time. They're coming in
it.
too fast. They're coming in too fast. Okay?
They don't go away. They're always there.
Oh, okay. Kevin Watson, $10. You two kill me, but I never miss a show, and especially to Jay, as I am a new GPU freak too. Yeah, Jay is a GPU freak. Reckless.
No, I got this nice guy right here that I'm going to be doing a review on. 380X.
You have everything, Jay.
New.
Have everything.
This 980 Ti water cooled guy coming in to get a review on. We've got the R9 280 ITX to do a review on, and we've got the X99 SoC Champion. I'm doing a full complete rig build.
You're crazy.
To give that away, I'm not even. I may have said too much.
You're cray, dude. Kevin Watson, $10. You two kill me, but I never miss a show, and especially... Oh, no, I already read that one. Damn it. Reckless, 50-40, $5. Can you get a beer at Land Syndicate? Yeah, hey, Jay, have you decided if you can make the Land Syndicate or not, or are you still tied up on that one? You don't want to bring the kid to Land Syndicate and get drunk? Well, you, not the kid.
Well, when he told me they were planning on doing it, he was like, "Hey, do you think you can make it in April?" I said, "Yeah, as long as it's not on the weekend of the 17th." He's like, "No, I think we're clear." And then that's the weekend of the 17th. So no, I'm not going to Land Syndicate.
Oh, lame. Well, I'll be there, guys. So I'll drink enough beer for Jay and I. John Akers actually gave a $1 donation. Now, John actually worked with me at Mothersboard Computers. True story. And me and him had a love-hate relationship for a long time. But now we just lovers each other, so it's all good. But I'll tell you right now, he was the king of water cooling back in the day. He had a Celeron 300A that he literally epoxied Radio Shack project kit to sealed it in, put hoses on it with an aquarium pump, and stuck it in a bucket and literally water cooled the system up to, I think it was 500 megahertz on a 300A. You remember those days, Jay?
No, what? I wasn't listening to you.
Whatever, dude. I hate you so much. Jay, it was about water cooling. How could you not listen?
I was doing what you do all the time. I was reading the chat, not paying attention.
Hey, here, it pays off to mispronounce people's names because he donated another $5. DD Wright said he's another donation to keep you talking and to pronounce DD right. Okay, I got it. Did it right. Thank you, did it right. But anyways, Jay, did you ever do any crazy water cooling stuff like before like the components were mainstream? Did you do any like crazy like Frankenstein stuff?
Well, everything was Frankenstein then. Like I said, my first radiator I used for water cooling was a heater core out of a old GM or like a GMC truck.
Do you have any pictures of that stuff like from back in the day? Because oh my god, that would be cool.
I did, but the problem is it was on one of those old like Sony AVIC cameras or whatever that were like a 3.5 or 3.25 floppy. You know what I mean? The little like 1.44 megabyte floppy disks. I've got boxes and boxes of those discs still hanging around with photos on there of God who knows what. But I know that there's pictures of those builds on there. But yeah, heater cores, aquarium pumps used to go down and pump our vinyl tubing we were buying from Home Depot that was constantly clogging and clouding up. Uh, let's
Wow,
see.
so you definitely did like the old school stuff, like before companies were like, wow, people are doing this, we need to like create products for it.
Yeah, this was in the late '90s, early 2000s, and but I didn't do it like for my main systems. I did them as like Frankenstein projects on the side. I didn't run my systems with it because they leaked and they weren't the greatest of stuff. The blocks were the hardest things to get figured out. There were a lot of guys that were doing like copper soldering of just going and getting copper from like Home Depot or whatever, and just making squares that would mount down with like zip ties to the top of the CPU and drilling and tapping holes to put brass fittings on there. It was really, really crude.
God, I would, even if the picture sucked, I would love to see that. Hey, Simone, did you ever had like a high-end desktop computer or anything like that, or any aspirations to get into gaming or anything, or are you just a strictly robotics kind of gal?
Strictly a robotics kind of gal.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually want to hear a lot about how you do this, because this is something that's always interested me, but I've been intimidated of. And I'm a software developer that comes from a C++ background, C++, and C# managed code. And I'm just curious, like, what are you using, like, as far as processors and boards and stuff to like run these things that you create?
So now I'm almost exclusively doing Arduino Uno projects.
Okay.
It's an Atmega 328P. Like super basic, but I mean, I kind of just want to appeal to like the beginner crowd, and also I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of people who use that, so I think it's mean, a big interest for projects built with it. But I mean, I used to work with an Arduino board that's called the Light Blue Bean, which is an Arduino with Bluetooth Low Energy that's programmed wirelessly. So that's probably the one I use the most.
That's awesome. So it's completely wireless. You could control it from another computer, like across the room.
Yeah, and it's super good at communicating with your phone, and it runs off of a coin cell battery, so it's like really good to do any wearables or stuff, and its footprint is really small. It's about this size.
Wow, what kind of programming language do you use on those things?
Just Arduino.
Oh, it's like proprietary language, because I haven't done anything with Arduino yet. Yeah. I have a lot of things that have it in them.
C++, but it's its own.
Now, do you have to worry about like memory management and memory allocation or anything like that, or is it more of like a managed language where it's like I need to store some data, it's pretty straightforward, just create an array and stuff some stuff into it?
Stuff some stuff into it. Awesome. I'm not sure. I stuff stuff into stuff.
You stuff stuff into stuff?
Stuff into stuff.
So tell me this, how long did it take, how many takes did it take on Breakfast Machine for you to get that thing choreographed correctly?
I was actually, for those of you who haven't seen the video, there's like a robot arm that just pours like milk and cereal onto my desk, basically, and fails miserably with feeding it to me. But I think I did it. I did a lot of like different takes, but then I just sealed the milk package and like the cereal box. I just taped it so I wouldn't have to clean up. I think it did maybe like 3 or 4 takes, like enough to have my entire floor covered with Cheerios.
Wow. So you now in between each take, were you just basically just changing the variables directly in the Arduino code to maneuver it?
What? No.
Okay.
That robot arm is so neat because it has a learning mode.
Oh, so you literally move it.
Yes, because I was going to write an article. I wrote an article for about it for Motherboard, and I was going to like, okay, it's really neat. I can like teach people a little bit about how you program robot arms and just like the theory behind it, and then also program this breakfast sequence. And then I was like, read the manual and found out that it had a learning mode. I was like, okay, guess I'm taking the easy route. So yeah, I just like moved it around, and it copied me. So that was kind of lazy, but a lot easier.
So I actually saw. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
It's picking up the cereal box and the milk box by vacuum, a vacuum pump that turns on.
Yeah, it has a suction cup, which is
awesome.
I don't know. I really like that robot arm.
I saw 2 robot arms while I was at World Maker Faire. I don't know if you saw the video that I did yet. It was like 30 minutes long, so I doubt anybody saw it. But there was a couple of arms there. There was the Maker arm and another one from Haddington. I think it was Haddington Electronics. And they were like 5-axis CNC arm. It was epic. It was, no, Dexter. Have you heard of Dexter?
No, I haven't.
So I'll send you some links after the show, but it's I think it's from Haddington Electronics. It was in my video if you guys want to see what it is, but it's a 5-axis arm, had a huge long reach, and it had that same suction tip on it that yours does, but you can replace it with a 3D printer, a laser engraver, all kinds of stuff.
What? So you can print stuff?
Yeah, and they said that they wanted to send me one to review at the end of this month. You want me to hit them up and see if they want to get you in on that?
How much do they sell it for?
The kit's $2,000, I believe.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all like 3D printed out of like carbon fiber ABS and everything. I mean, it's a legit. You look at it, it means business. It's epic.
That's awesome. No, I've actually only used 2 robot arms. Like, one is the Me arm, which is like probably one of the cheapest ones you can get.
Okay.
And it's made out of acrylic or like acrylic, I think. But it's like, I mean, it's nice because it's like a cheap and nice alternative, but it's super brittle and can't lift anything. But I did a toothbrush machine or like a helmet that I mounted a Me arm on that brushes my teeth.
Yeah.
So that I used for that one, yeah.
Oh, that was actually like a production thing that you can get. That arm that was on the.
Yeah, not the entire setup. Yeah. So the arm, but then I just like fastened the bottom servo motor onto the helmet and attached the toothbrush to it.
Oh my god, that's crazy. I have to, Jay. The rule is we have to read the comment, right? If they donate. All right, so Braden Phelps. Okay, we'll start with the good one. $5. Thank you. As a college student looking to spend $1,500 on a PC, what would you suggest current hardware for gaming and streaming? I would say spend most of that money on a 980 Ti-ish card. Jay, other than that, I mean, what would you say? I mean, CPU. If he's doing gaming, he's not super CPU bound.
It really depends on the games he's playing, but he wants to live stream, so he needs a strong CPU that can handle gaming while live streaming.
That's true.
I would say no less than a 6700K, personally.
Do you think he can achieve that for a $1,500 build?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's only it's about $330 for the CPU. I would say no. 4790K, you get away with that, no problem. AMD, I personally wouldn't touch AMD right now. Just their current hardware line is too old. If you're gonna do AMD, you'd have to wait till next year and hope Zen is a success. Regarding your 980 Ti comment, maybe that's gonna eat up almost half of his budget.
That's true.
So I would say probably something around a 980 would be fine. A Ti wouldn't necessarily be necessary.
But it would save a lot of budget that he could put towards something else.
It would. I mean, at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. But the thing is, he can get all that stuff. If he gets 6700K, then he's going to want to go with DDR4, which is going to keep things pricey. But you can make it all fit for 1500 if you don't go super high end on the power supply, and you don't go too high end on like the case and stuff. But
right.
I'd rather get the nice hardware and cheap out on the case now and then upgrade the case later than to take money away from the hardware to get a nicer case. That doesn't make sense either.
No, I agree with that. The case should be like probably the lowest thing on the totem if you've got a budget.
Right.
Okay, Philip Harris, $1, loves the channel. He wants an updated room tour. Don't worry, new updated room tour is coming. I actually have a friend coming this weekend to help me start deconstructing the Nerd Cave to get everything wired and back in here because it's just a rat's nest right now. C Ziggy, $1, thank you. Jay sucks cocks and dicks. I'm sorry, it had to be said. He donated $1, so Jay sucks cocks and dicks, spelled SUXCOX and N, not and N.
Yeah.
Dicks, just so we're clear on that. And he says also, what do you think?
Cox cable internet does suck. I only know one Richard. So
he also wants to know, what do you think of the newest GPU specs leak? Do you know anything about that, Jay?
The newest GPU specs leak?
Yeah. Do you know anything about the newest GPU specs leak?
It sounds awfully generic.
I know, right?
Hey, have you seen that latest episode of Funny Sitcom?
Yep. So Gingy donated $1. Barnacules, hate to bring up 3D printing, but I just have to. Wondering if I could offer some advice on a cheaper 3D printer and maybe 3D modeling for it as well.
Get your pillow.
Yeah, no, I'll keep it easy. Take a look at the Lulz bots are pretty expensive too. Look at some of the RepRap kits and build your own if you're on a budget. As far as 3D modeling software goes, just use some of the free stuff that's out there like Google SketchUp or Tinkercad. Simone, do you do any 3D modeling?
A little bit. We have MakerBot at the office.
Boo. No, I'm just kidding. What software do you use?
No.
You understand, Jerry is a shill for Ultimaker, so
I know, totally.
He has to pump Ultimaker everywhere he can.
Oh, Michael Carlin, $1 said he wants to know about Leap Computing and how it's coming along. I have not heard back from them. How about you, Jay?
I just had a discussion with the owner of Leap about right after I got back from your place. So between then and now, so within the last week and a half or so, if you go over to the Leap Computing webpage, or not webpage, but their Facebook page or their YouTube channel, they just put up a tour of the amount of hardware that was installed in these data centers to launch this thing.
It's got to be insane.
People keep asking me, like, what's the update? What's the update? I don't work for Leap, guys. I did the initial, like, what was a proof of concept of it initially with the pre-order, I guess you would say. But they've been very open on their Facebook and their own YouTube channel about what the status of the project is. So
yeah, they've been more vocal lately too. So I'm thinking they're probably getting close to another big stage.
But do you know what happened though? Was they were getting all the hardware lined up, and then we had some hardware upgrades over time since we did it earlier this year, and then versus now there was different hardware available.
Okay.
Which led to better performance. So they kind of redid some things for their server builds. A lot of people also don't realize they're not just buying off the shelf parts and putting them together for these servers. Their servers are being hand built. The motherboards are built specifically for these machines.
They'd have to be competitive in that market.
They're not going to Gigabyte and being like, hey, what you got? They're going to Gigabyte and saying, build this for us, kind of thing.
Which means they're ordering in extreme quantities too. I mean, because you're not going to do that at any kind of reasonable price.
A lot of people also too aren't realizing that this is a worldwide launch. This is not a we're going to launch in Texas and anyone in the U.S. has to deal with a Texas-based data center. They are launching simultaneously around the world, and for any operation, that's a massive undertaking.
Yeah. Hey, Simone, are you familiar with Leap, the Leap Computing?
No, I just thought that you talked about the Leap motion hand gesture thing, but then I realized that's probably not it.
So Leap Computing is they basically are kind of like server solutions. Okay. But what they've done is they've created their own proprietary software to do cloud-based gaming stuff. So you could be on your tablet or your laptop logged into a massive machine somewhere in a data center near you, allowing you to play any game you want on a machine remotely.
And it's fast. It's like legitimately low latency. Jay even did a video where he's like playing a racing game on it. I mean, there's noticeable lag, but I wouldn't say any more than like a wireless mouse.
I wouldn't go trying to play like, competitive Counter-Strike or anything like that with it. But the point is it would be much cheaper to spend, say, $30 a month to play this or to have access to this machine. And it's not just gaming, by the way. You have access to the desktop, so you can do desktop computing remotely as well. So you could be rendering videos and stuff on a really powerful machine remotely.
Right.
And so they're giving you more access than any current like cloud solution right now, allowing you to also play games on the damn thing. And the cool thing is, apparently, the way that it's going to work is all of these data centers are going to propagate amongst themselves. So if you're in Southern California like I am, I would be connecting to like the Irvine data center, which is only about 40 miles away. That's very close. But let's say I travel up to Jerry's place. Everything I'm gaming on is propagated up to Seattle. Then I'm connected to a Seattle server maintaining super low latency. If I travel to New York, then I connect to a New York server where everything is local based on where I'm at because it's going to share across the network. So it's a really awesome setup. It's very, very intricate. And Leap is doing what I think is the right thing, which is instead of just rolling it out and letting people deal with the growing pains, they're making sure this thing is perfect before they launch it, which is the way things need to be. But on the flip side, people are getting really upset saying, it's supposed to be out, it's supposed to be out. But those people also aren't going to the source trying to find out what's going on. They're coming to me, and I don't have the up-to-the-minute data. You got to go to the source, guys.
Yeah, isn't the kind of general term or that you should do like the minimum viable product approach and just release as early as possible?
The EA way.
Yeah, no, I think in this business that kills you, because what was that other company that used to be? Was it OnLive? You remember OnLive, Jay? Yeah, that was really cool when it first came out and everything, but the problem was the network just wasn't ready to support it. Most people's internet connection could not hang with it, and they just died miserably.
I don't think OnLive gave you full access to the desktop of that server VM either.
No, they didn't at all, and they did a lot of console gaming stuff. Like you were playing like Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and stuff like that. And they did computer games too, but it was another one of those things where it was all custom silicon that was doing all this, and it was very, very expensive. And unless you had like the only internet connection I could ever use it reliably was at work, and that didn't make a lot of sense.
Well, the thing is, you can, with the Leap Computing solutions, you can basically decide if you want a fast latency at the sacrifice of some bit rate and quality. You can choose balanced, where you get a pretty decent quality but a little bit higher latency. And when I say higher, I mean we're talking like 25 to 30 ms added to your internet speed.
Yeah.
And then you could decide you just want flat out all the quality, but then you're going to be dealing with higher latency. And the cool thing is, it even tells you, it does kind of like sort of like a speed test, where it will tell you based on your current connection kind of what it recommends in terms of settings. So there's not a lot you have to do. But what I really like about it is, for instance, when I travel up to Jerry's place, I wouldn't even have to worry about bringing a super powerful laptop or anything with me to do editing. I could just hop on like your little Surface Book there, or your Surface 2, Jerry.
Yep.
Log into a extremely beefy server, do all of my editing up there, send it up to YouTube from up there, basically remote it into that server, and then it fixes a lot of problems with being able to afford high-end hardware. You're basically leasing it.
That's pretty cool. So when are they launching it?
Well, they advertised all year long that the Q3, Q4 of this year. Obviously, we're deep into Q4. So they might miss that mark. I don't know exactly what their current projection is, but again, their Facebook page would be the best place to go and ask them. They've been very vocal in responding to everyone asking them what the update or what the deal is. But I do know, like I said, I think it was just last month, they put out a data center tour showing the physical machines and the progress that they've made. So they've been pretty transparent. A lot of people have been, kind of giving them flack for, oh, is this a bait and switch or what? But no, it's just, there hasn't been an undertaking like this for the gaming community ever. It's a big deal.
Actually trying to figure out this chat thing you were telling me about. Unfortunately, it's like a little window, and it's missing a lot of them. Like when I go through and compare it to chat. So I apologize, guys, if I'm missing some of your donations here. Actually, let me do a really quick catch up here. I don't know.
You're just going to have to donate again, guys.
Just going to have to do it again. I'm sorry. My random review is $1. Can you please put Jay in the corner and Simone up top, because she is beautiful and Jay is not? Aww.
I saw that. He said that a long time ago. That's why I was cutting the camera. I was actually cutting him.
I noticed he didn't say I was ugly, though. Hey, Simone, we're in the pretty people club.
Well,
yeah.
The host, you have to... Fine, I quit.
Bye,
Scott, off the show, Jerry. You're off the show.
Scott White donated $5. Simone, do you design your own PCBs?
I have, actually. Yeah, I designed an H-Bridge motor controller board for the light blue bean in Eagle. It was a pretty painful experience, but so much fun. I saw traces. Like, you just sit, it's like you're sitting in this tunnel of like laying out traces on the PCB, and no matter where you're looking, you see them.
That is
everywhere.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
I also wanted to do like a bare PCB watch, make like the most like low tech smartwatch ever that just has 3 LEDs. So it would have like a Bluetooth chip and be able to receive notifications from your phone. So like you have one little LED that lights up if you have an email, one for text message, and one for maybe missed calls. And then it's like the most low tech smartwatch you could ever have.
Real quick, Simone, if I move Tech Talk to 6 a.m., do you want to replace Jerry?
Hey, Simone, remember what I said. If you gotta ditch me to throw your channel away on Jay, I totally understand.
Throw it away.
You like that little stab?
Oh, man.
Philip Harris, $1. He said, can you program in batch? Well, technically they call it scripting and not batch because it's not a compiled language. But yes, actually I do batch. I did batch development for a long time. Actually, it was one of the primary things I did for automation work when I was at that place that I'm not going to mention that laid me off.
What place?
Computer?
It was Microsoft. Yeah.
You worked at Microsoft?
I did.
Man.
It's like 15. I worked there for like 15 years. Last year they laid me off. It was pretty rough. but
I
it's
feel
okay.
there's a lack of transparency here in this communication.
I'm
Why
d-
haven't you told us this before?
I don't know. I didn't feel it was relevant to any of our conversations. I'm
Simone,
sorry.
it's okay though. I did a background check on Jerry. He actually worked at the pizza parlor in the food court.
I
at the
did.
Microsoft
Was
campus.
it the Sabaro?
Sabaro.
I worked at
Sabaro.
Sabaro. I couldn't even pronounce it right. That's how bad of an employee.
That's why he
I
got
was.
laid off.
Toby Morris donated.
15 years he hadn't learned how to pronounce it.
That's why he had to go.
Toby Morris, thank you for the 1 pound. Jacob, he said he's a mold maker at 3M. And all the 3.5-inch floppy molds we just scrapped out last week, all 25 molds, kind of a sad story. Oh my God, they didn't let you guys just keep those? I would have loved to have had an original injection mold for a 3.5-inch floppy. That would have been epic.
Jerry,
George,
3.5-inch floppy, if you know what I'm saying.
I know. George OS Beta $1. Thank you. First video I watched from you is the 1+1 video. Wow, you and a lot of other people actually. People really like those Android phones. I'm just not one of them. You're super funny, and I've been a fan ever since.
Everybody jumps on the OnePlus wagon right up front, but then they all kind of abandon it after a while.
Yep, and George created his own YouTube channel, George OS, about a month ago. Good job, George. Zachariah, my friend Jason, who helped me build the CNC machine, and went to New York and shared a bed with me. I mean, a room.
You're a whore, dude. You'll sleep with anyone willing to sleep with you.
Anyone. He said, love you long time. Hopefully this pays for your next trip so we can spoon in another shitty New York hotel. It was, too. It was the most roached out hotel ever. That 3D guy, $20. Wow, thank you, that 3D guy. Jerry, thank you for the years of advice. You've inspired me to get a 3D printer and make 3D printing YouTube videos. Wow, we have inspired a lot of YouTube channels to pop up. And he said, sorry, he uses ad blocker for the last couple of years. Don't be sorry. You just donated $20. That's more revenue than you will ever generate with ad blocker disabled. So thank you. Philip Harris.
Unless he's got some sort of script to just keep hitting refresh on your videos with 500 tabs open at a time.
And click everything. Philip Harris, $1. Thank you. Michael Haney, $5. Thank you. Jerry, you're an inspiration. I don't have a lot to give, but I felt like I need to give back a little something. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Camille K, £5. It's weird calling money pounds. I don't know. That's just an American thing. Jay, will you ever build a water-cooled wall-mounted PC?
I thought about it.
I think that would be cool. I think that would be legit if you did that.
No, I probably will. I would want it to be much more pretty than a lot of people do, where they just go and get the plywood and paint it and screw everything down and call it a water cooling build on a wall. But I'll figure out something to do about it. Someone up here in the chat, I missed it. They said we want more Simone. All right, Simone, you've got to clone yourself now.
Hey, I can come closer to the camera so you can have more of my face.
Here, I'll just do what Jay does to me every week, guys. Here, hold on.
You're gonna cover me up.
Hold on, I'm just gonna cover Jay up. There you go.
Okay, good. Then I can start doing appropriate things.
There you go. Hold on. I ran out of places to move my mouse there. All right, hold on. We're gonna scroll this
Shoot,
over.
what do people want to know?
There you go. Welcome. There you go. Simone is now large and in charge.
God, I need to go and check the lights.
So I don't even know why I'm going to do this for you, but everyone complaining that they can't find the donate button needs to go to gaming.youtube.com with the URL that you see.
And
but
guys,
Jerry doesn't deserve it, so just wait till next week and donate on mine.
I really apologize, guys, that I can't keep up with all the donations. You're actually donating faster than we could possibly ever get through all of these. I apologize if I miss your donation. I really, really do. But they're flying in faster than I can even copy and paste them to the thing here. It's absolutely crazy. You guys are awesome. Thank you for helping out. Who'd I leave off on? It was the water cooled mounted PC. Okay, Zane Abdi says, question for Simone. Ooh. What do you mean the robot arm was learning? Was it the software program registering manual adjustments or something? Why don't you explain what the learning arm is?
So basically, servo motors can have 4 wires, one that is VCC, one that's ground, one that's data in, and one that's data out. And the U-arm that I used has a data out. So basically, the Arduino board that's controlling the robot arm, if you move it around, it just reads the positions of the robot arm, and then you can record a little sequence. I have it all on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. But it's really nice because it makes it so much easier, because you're just oh, do this and this and this and engage the suction cup and lift up and release. So yeah, probably the most convenient way to program a robot arm.
Yeah, they actually demonstrated at World Maker Faire with one of the arms, not both of them, but that 5-axis arm I was telling you about, Dexter. That's what they did, is they just grabbed it and they were moving it around and it recorded its motion path, and then they could replicate it. So, like, if you're doing a pick and pluck thing, like I was telling you, they could just take it over, put it on the tray, say suction cup, move it over here, put it on the board, suction cup, and then just repeat that operation over and over and over again. And so
that road arm, I mean, I think they have added the feature maybe that you can copy the code, or you can actually save the code from the sequence that you've done, so you can upload it, re-upload it. Because now it was just like if you restarted it or you unplugged it, then it forgot all of it because it doesn't have any storage. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Come on, stop moving, chat. Trying to get rid of some people here. There you go. Bye-bye. So see, Simone, when you do this, some people just want they want you to ban them. They do. They don't know how to ban themselves, so they need you to ban them. That's how.
Maybe it's like the thrill of their life.
It is. It absolutely is. Shane M, thank you for the $1. Hey Jerry, what's your secret for growing eyebrows on your lip?
No.
Lols. Lols, Shane.
Raise your eyebrows.
Oh
Does
my
that
God.
mean when you're smiling, you're actually looking angry?
I guess so. God.
Wow.
Shadow Crone said, wanted to say, I love you guys' video. Keep up the awesome work. After watching Jay's water cooling video, now I want to try it out. Jerry, do you have any plans on doing any other King of Random stuff? Actually, I don't know. King of Random does some pretty epic things. Let's see here. Where did Jay go?
I don't know.
Are you there?
Jay?
Jay?
I'm not here anymore.
No, he's still there. He's just lurking in the shadows.
Give him enough attention.
I'm sorry. Here, let me turn him back on. Sorry. Here, there you go, Jay. Well, Jay, turn your camera back on.
Ugly.
Jay, turn your camera on. Jay, what's he doing?
I
Jay?
think he's.
There he goes. Okay, hold on. It's coming back. There you go.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
So close.
There you go. I moved you back down. Jay's coming back to the stream, guys. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Obnoxious Jay is obnoxious.
This is what nightmares are made of.
It is. This guy, God, I dream about him every night. Not in the good way, if you know what I mean. Oh, my God. Let's see. I need Doofus. Jay, quick question. SP120 quiet or Noctua NF F12? Quick, Jay. Noctua, all the way. I agree. Christopher Bristol, $5. Thank you. Hey, guys, love the channel. Let's see. And with you two, have totally renewed my love of tech. Awesome. Awesome. Reckless 5040, $5. Thank you. Hey, Jay, given the effect RAM frequency has on Fallout 4 performance, can you bench multiple frequencies of DDR3 and see the effects when all else is the same? Seriously? Fallout 4 has a massive performance deficit with different RAM frequencies?
You know, the unfortunate thing is I don't have any DDR3 systems put together right now. Everything I have is DDR4.
That's really strange. Like, I'm trying to think from a programming standpoint why that would be. Like, they must be heavily dependent on storing just massive amounts of data.
I don't know. It's a console port, so who knows?
I know, right? It's a console port. Why the hell's RAM have any? Like, the RAM should be able to be like 200 megahertz and be fine. Bloody Catch 'em all, $20. Wow, thank you. Jerry, you want to 3D print something for me and send it to me, lols. FYI, love both your channels. I actually get so many requests to 3D print and send stuff out, and it is a very, very slow process. What I do is recommend that you go to Shapeways. They're actually a really, really cool company, and they will 3D print stuff of a much higher quality than I ever could. Cyan Woods, $5. Jerry, Codegasm tutorials inspired me to program. God, I get it, guys. You want me to make more Codegasms? I will. I promise. I promise.
They're only a year in between.
I know. I really need to do it. That's the funny thing about my channels. Everybody like really likes something, and then I go do something else. Like, I don't know. I think I'm like one of those. That's like my version of cutting. I'm doing something really good, and then I get all emo and go do something else. That's just how I am.
Hey Jerry, I have a question for you.
Ooh, I would love to answer your question.
What's on your T-shirt?
Oh, this right here?
I just say, I got your back. Oh no!
He literally has his back. Literally.
Like, that friendship, but no, it's about people breaking other people.
It's about horrible things.
That should be the slogan for YouTube. YouTube, it's about people breaking other people.
People breaking other people.
Mr. Science Dude, $2 says, please give a shout out to my girlfriend, Shauna. What's up, Shauna? What's up, Shauna? Yo, Shauna. Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Shauna here on the live stream.
Shauna, get to the chopper, Shauna.
I can do it in a Swedish accent if you want me to. Hi, Shauna. This is Simone from Sweden talking to you, and your boyfriend wants to say hi.
Ooh, the real Simone emerges.
Simone is really fruity pie.
Does he have a Swedish accent? Maybe he does.
He does, actually. I think he does.
He's from
People
Sweden.
find it
charming occasionally.
I do. Matthew Dial, $1 said the channel's awesome. Keep it up, dickholes. Hey, that's a term of endearment here, right? Right, Jay?
Yeah, she raised an eyebrow. Okay, you gotta understand. Jay's a dickhole is a good thing.
Okay. That's great.
It's a long story.
Simone, you just got to trust us on this. It is. It's just being called a dickhole is like the highest honor on this channel.
The best part is
I like you two dickholes.
exactly.
You're the darnest dickholes.
Nathan Noblick, thank you. Techno Geek, $1, thank you. Just got here. I'm wondering if you already talked about the future of Tech Talk. Yes, the future of Tech Talk in a nutshell is we're going to alternate each week. We're going to be on each other's channels just because of, I don't know, sell out and profit and all that.
In other news, 3 episodes from now, we'll be back to my channel full time.
So basically, when I prove I'm incapable of doing this on a weekly basis, Jay's going to just take it back 100%. So I'm going to have to be on my A game, guys.
Now what's going to happen is Jerry's just going to start uploading his own Tech Talk live streams, and it's going to be like Tech Talk with TECK, TALK. That's actually how you spell talk. Never mind. So anyway, yeah. So Simone, what happened was I started the live stream once without Jerry present because he last minute went to do a poop nap like you saw him do today, and I was like, fuck it, it's 5 o'clock, I'm going live. So I started the show without him, and he came and sat down and he was mad. He was like, damn it, Jay, you're such a dickhole. Hashtag Jay's a dickhole, and then it stuck. But what's funny about the Jay's a dickhole thing is the people who've been here a long time, when that happened like a year ago, they know it's a term of endearment. The new people get mad, like, Jay's a nice guy. That is rude. That is not a nice thing to say.
That's offensive. But
You
I think
can't
like most
offend
of this.
people. That's offensive.
Every time we do
Jerry,
something,
I
we
have
offend
another
somebody.
question for you.
I would love to answer another question, Simone.
Do you like when you're nervous? When you get nervous, do you need to poop?
I do.
Oh, really?
That's
Because
why-
I talked to a friend of mine, and she was like, "Whenever I get excited, I need to poop." So maybe
Does she
that's
drink
like
a lot
the
of
thing.
coffee?
So that's why you always do your poop run before going live.
No, I think it is. I think that's like it, I don't think that I need to poop when I'm nervous as much as I know pooping will relax me.
What do you have to be nervous about when I'm hosting the damn show?
Send poop.
I'm hosting today.
Like your meditation.
today.
You just like
This
have
is-
your little quiet moment.
Not
On the
not
toilet.
including the times that I'm up there physically in your man cave when I'm doing the setup.
Yeah.
This is like the 3rd time you've hosted it.
This is technically, only the 3rd time I've hosted it, and probably the only time I've been successful on time.
3rd time's the charm.
I would say 3rd time's charm. Hellbeast58, thank you for the $5, and he actually shouted out something that's kind of an important thing that we don't want to talk about in detail because it's gonna get us all enraged. But what do you guys think about Anonymous and Operation Paris? I think anything that kicks the ever living fuck out of ISIS is a great thing, and I stand behind it. ISIS can suck my balls. That's what I'm gonna say.
I don't want them to slow down on their constant barrage on the Westboro Baptist.
Yeah. Don't take
Attacking them
take
forever.
away from Westboro, but just add them in there and just kick them in the nuts because terrorism fucking sucks. Period.
You know, I'm kind of okay with them being white knights on this one because that social media is how they're doing a lot of their recruiting.
Mm-hmm. I've always wondered. Actually, you know what? Miss Barnacules brought up a good point the other day. She's like, "Why did Twitter allow them on there in the first place? Like, there's
Because
obvious ISIS accounts. Like, why doesn't Twitter just go, no, you guys are violating our terms of service by being terrorists. Get the fuck
It's
out."
the same reason why Westboro Baptist is allowed to be on there and why the KKK is allowed to be on there. Twitter tries very hard to be freedom of internet.
Yeah, I guess that's a hard thing. But how did Anonymous get the accounts deleted? Did they actually get Twitter to delete them, or did they just take them out themselves, just hack them and delete them?
They
Probably
don't
hack
delete
and
them.
them.
Wow.
They're not deleted, but they did identify like 1,700 and some odd accounts associated with ISIS of regular U.S. People in the U.S. and around the world.
I thought they
Businessmen and
deleted
such.
them.
Awesome.
Did
Hashtag
they
fuck
delete
you,
them?
ISIS. True story. Yeah, no, they said they deleted it. They said they deleted like 5,400, I think it was 5,400, 5,400 accounts or something like that within 24 hours of ISIS being like, "You're stupid heads." And they were like, "Oh, you want to bet?"
Well, what Anonymous does too is just like when they hack the KKK, they'll take control of the accounts and they'll archive everything that they possibly can. Then they'll go through and do like data archiving, and they'll find all the people that are associated with the behind the scenes operations. So they identified a lot of businessmen and financial funders within ISIS that are just living amongst us day to day and exposing them, which is, I think, a perfectly fine thing. What's funny is The FBI and the CIA can't fucking do it, but Anonymous does it in 24 hours.
I know that's got to make them look just bad as shit.
Well, we already know that the
Maybe
FBI...
they are doing it, but they're not public about it.
Yeah, the other thing too is, are they leaving them alone so they can just monitor their communication?
You know, if what you see in a lot of these documentaries about, you know, cartels and you know, other terrorist organizations, we do have cells that are doing nothing but monitoring and reporting. That's what they do. It's like mall cops, observe and report, and they don't take action on some of this stuff in time. And that's what's a little bit infuriating about, you know, oh, the, you know, such and such government knew about this leading up to it and did nothing kind of thing. You know,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But at the same time, face it, most of the information we get from mainstream media, which is about as credible as a duck anyway.
I know, right? This Earth is doomed. We're doomed, George.
What is incredible as a duck?
I know.
Well,
Is that an expression?
No, I just...
He just made it up. Ducks are assholes. Everybody knows ducks are liars. Ducks are lying assholes.
When I'm on my stream, I'll be pretty offensive with some of my language, but when I'm on Jerry's, I'm at least trying to be cognizant of it. You can see I have no rated G slogans.
Jay, just let it go. Let it go. It's
That's
all
what
Jerry's stream ruined me. No, just kidding.
Earlier, before we went live, you said, "Oh, is that Fox?" And I'm like, "No." Fox.
Hey, George OS Beta said $4. He wants to shout out to his fiance, Marisol. Sorry, I'm going to butcher this. Marisol Estaquillo?
M to the A to the...
Yeah. But it's going to be Ortega. It's going to be Marisol Ortega afterwards. So, dude, congratulations.
What happened?
Congratulations. Somebody's getting married, bro. Somebody's getting married.
And condolences.
Yeah, George is getting married. Or actually, is it Jorge? I'm sorry. Is it Jorge or George?
To give congrats and condolences simultaneously.
This is true. So, Mr. Go ahead.
Condolences.
Condolences?
Condolences. It's like condolences and wait, what?
Rats and
condolences.
condolences.
Oh.
Tongue is a duck.
Mr. Need donated £1. Hey, Jerry, want to say thank you for everything you've done. It's not been an easy ride, but I appreciate everything you've done. I've watched your life get turned around and upside down. That's true. It's absolutely true, and it's always every day. Ask Jay. Even Jay, like me and him go back and forth all the time. Whereas I'm the happy one, and then we're never happy at the same time, though. Usually.
Fuck you, Jerry.
Case in point. No, like literally, this is how it goes with Jay and I. Is I'll message him and I'll be like, Jay, fuck life, fuck the earth. And he's like, dude, I'm happy, I'm golfing. Fuck off, Jerry. Or I'll come in and I'll be like, hey, Jay, what's going on or whatever. Fuck you, Jerry, I'll be heads down today. I mean, it's weird. We
You're
basically
like the opposite of girls synchronizing their period.
it is. I think we're like a married couple, actually.
Jerry and I do synchronize our periods. That's very important.
We do definitely synchronize our...
But Jerry's PMS is way worse than yours.
I do tend to hemorrhage a little bit more out the mangina than Jay does. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I just don't unleash it on you.
I think Jay unleashes it like in like smaller doses over time.
I unleash it like Jerry Sharts. A little bit at a time. You try and stop it, but it's sometimes a little bit too late.
Just a little squeaker every now and again. Team Stream, $5. Thank you. I've watched you guys for a while now, including Linus Tech Tips, and you guys couldn't have helped me more with my new $8,000 build. Holy crap, dude. Jerry, thanks for all the lighting and filming info. Jay, thank you for all the water cooling info, and a shout out to Linus for all the hardware info. Holy crap, that guy's like getting info from everywhere. Samantha Marie, $5. Hey, love the show. Need more Jerry rigged and Nerd Block unboxings. I do need to do a Nerd Block unboxing. I got a lot of them piled up. Love your videos. Makes my workday go faster. And Jay, go. You were gonna say something before I interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, what? I don't know. I forgot.
You forgot.
I forgot.
Damn it, Jay. What? What's going on? What's happening here?
I don't know. You're the host.
I'm confused. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to drive. So Simone, how about that thing? Actually, here we need to put more emphasis. We need to put more emphasis on Simone because we're not going to have her on every single episode. I wish we could, but
No, I'm not staying up until 2 a.m.
No, you just tell us, like, is there anything that you can spill the beans on as far as like a next up and coming project that you can tease maybe, or something that you're doing, or just tell everybody to basically just they have to wait.
I'm actually I'm filming a video tomorrow. I'm going to do a Q&A session. So if anyone has any questions that I don't have time to reply to during this live stream, you can just go on my Twitter and ask me questions and I'll reply to them tomorrow. And the added spice of that, since it's a YouTube channel about electronics, is that I'm going to have like one of those tens things, like things attached to my face, and I wire them to a microphone. So if I don't talk or if I'm silent for more than a second, it's gonna stimulate the muscles in my face and go like.
So it's like speed. You have to keep talking. If you slow down below a certain point, you electrocute your face.
But constant flow of words.
In other news, if Jerry wore one of those, he would never feel stimulation.
Oh wow! Oh look at that! Oh, this
I'm saying
Jason
he never
guy
stops
donated.
talking. That's what I'm saying.
He never stops talking. Oh, okay.
Hey, remember that guy that's close to your name? He just donated. Jason Langdon. He just said, Simone, just subscribe, start streaming, and he'll donate to you as well. So there you go. You got to start streaming now.
What?
So, start streaming.
Maybe one day. But after seeing the setup with these two, then I'm not sure.
What are you talking about? This is the most professional thing on the internet.
If you really want to get a good inside look at streaming, you've got to come on sometime when I'm doing the setup, because it would just be like chat. Okay, we good? All right, we're live. Not Jerry's like, oh crap, how do I do this? Oh, okay, thanks, Jay. Jay, where's this? You got to click this. Oh yeah, it's not working. Are you at 1080p? Oh yeah, I forgot.
It just feels like Jerry is probably more relatable, or more the way I would be. So.
All women relate to Jerry because he himself has breasts.
I have breasts myself. That's like one of my all-time favorite shirts. Absolutely. So, Simone, is there anything else you'd like to tell anybody before you are ready to go and fall asleep?
I really need to pee.
Do you really need to pee? So, Simone, we're going to go ahead and have you go out on the high note. Simone, you heard it here. She has to go pee. And she lives on a boat, so that means that she has to basically just go, like, lean over the side and look out.
Have actually done that. Have also vomited over the side.
Like a boss.
Like a captain.
Like a captain.
Woman.
Well,
I
Simone,
vomited over the side of my ship.
You are awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us tonight. I am going to keep on feeding you information until your channel is larger than mine, and then I'm going to cut you off and give you bad misinformation. So,
he'll build you up and then he'll tear you down.
Because like that's
the troll.
Yeah, it's like as a YouTuber, it's my responsibility in the community to just eventually be an asshole. Apparently, that's what everybody tells me. I don't want to do it, but
YouTube slogan: people breaking each other.
People breaking each other. All right, Simone. Well, you have a wonderful early morning where you are, and hopefully, everything's cool with you and your boat just keeps on floating, and you keep on making awesome robots.
It's still floating.
All right, awesome.
Cool.
Peace. Everybody say bye, Simone.
Thanks for coming.
Bye. Dude, she's awesome.
Now you probably have to reset up the shot, don't you? Oh, no, because she's just going to pop off herself, huh? That sounded really bad. Simone just popped off.
Simone just popped off herself. You're horrible. Oh, my God. No, she's awesome. Like, definitely diamond in the rough there. I mean, she does programming, building freaking robots.
Look, I'm telling you, I am convinced she works for the CIA.
I'm pretty sure she does. I'm going to go with
your story. Why she sounds American in Sweden, do we?
We don't.
She's like, we just sailed our boat here and that's it.
She sounds more American than me, and that's freaking me out a little bit. Like, I noticed that from the beginning. I was like, what?
If you guys see baby crying, it's just my ego.
I need to get her a CNC machine or something though, because she's gonna make some cool stuff. There's gonna be some even more cool videos.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about it, guys. She literally only had like 48 subscribers, and she went to I think almost 30,000 subscribers and over 1 million views in a week. Just when those two videos got.
She was at like 30 or 26,000 when I checked right now.
Oh, really? Oh, she's at 26.
Starting.
Okay, yeah. But guys, definitely go check her out. Please go over there and give her a sub. Her content is awesome. You guys are gonna love it.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Can you fix the alignment of my camera, please?
Are you done's broken? Oh, I see. Okay, I see what happened. Hold on. I'm working on it.
DX Racer did not pay for that placement.
I'm working on it there. Hold on.
Fix Jay.
I'm just gonna do this. Here you go, Jay.
I'll have to wait a minute to see what you're laughing.
No. I just kept you like huge. You're like taking up most of the screen, but you're in the background of me, so it works out just fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're cool. I'm just gonna. You just look abnormally large next to me. It's awesome.
That's normal though, isn't it?
It is totally because. Well, no, you're not abnormally large. You're tiny.
Spider 2016 wants to know if we split the donations. Based on what I'm seeing, I think we're pretty even. So it's probably just going to be each week he keeps his and I keep mine, because if we split them, then it's not fair for me to pay the fees on it.
Yeah, the tax implications are kind of screwed up. That's why we're going to alternate each week and do it on each other's channels, and we'll just keep the donation and the revenue from it. And I'm cool with that.
I didn't get a $100 donation, so I'm pretty sure you passed me this week, sir.
Yes, raising that bar, dude. I couldn't believe it. I actually was playing that Z-Type game, doing a live stream. I actually got two $100 donations typing on a keyboard, and I felt weird about it. I felt like I even took my shirt off because like one of the tips was like, "Here's $100, take off your shirt," and I was like, I felt like I had to. Does that make me a whore that I ripped my shirt off like the second somebody threw $100 at me?
Paul Chin says I look like I ride the short bus. No, sir, I drive the short bus.
He drives that damn thing. You should see it, man. It's got like posi rear end in it, fast shift kit. Yep. Oh my god, it's epic. Let's see here. Josh Bishop, $1. Sorry, I'm getting caught up on a couple donations here. When will you be doing an automotive show? And do you know some of the difference between a flywheel and a flex plate? I know the difference between a flywheel and a flex plate. Jay didn't, though, when we talked about it on our trip.
So I still want to do an automotive live stream.
We should. We totally should. Let's see here. Hold on. I gotta scroll up here a little bit, guys. Sorry, getting all caught up.
Jerry's looking a little flushed. Well, yeah, he had a pretty girl on here. He didn't know what to do with himself. That's why
I was actually. I was very nervous the whole time, guys.
Where were your hands, dude? I didn't see your hands that whole time.
Wait, hold on. No, just kidding. Oh no!
Luke says he'll donate $125 for nipple slips. I don't believe him because I think he knows that if he donated the $125, then the nipples would come out.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'd do it for 20.
Jay has no forehead. That's kind of new. Normally, everyone's like, "Damn, Jay, you got a gigantic forehead."
Jay's fine, dude. Jay, like if I was gay, I would put him at like number 3 on my list. I mean,
except I have a Forrest Whitaker eye. I have that one eye that's like.
so do I. What's up with nerds and lazy eyes? Like, if you guys have a lazy eye, put one in the chat. I feel like most IT guys have a lazy eye. I don't know what it is. We all do though. We totally do. Let's go ahead and just take some regular questions over here in the chat. Let's see. Okay, so Ted Llewellyn says GTX 960, you fuck. So, yeah. So, 960, you take that.
Cool story, bro. Tell it again.
Yeah, fuck. Oh my god. Let's see. Gamer Vestrek says, need air shocks on your short bus. Damn straight.
Well, I'm not much of an air ride guy. No, you and I were talking about that, but I'm not much of an air ride guy.
No, we were talking about some cool air ride builds that I'd seen, and Jay wasn't having it. He was like, no. Yeah, see, everybody has a lazy eye in chat. We all do. If you don't have a lazy eye, chances are you haven't looked at a computer your whole life. What?
It's Forrest Whitaker eye.
Forrest Whitaker eye. Oh my god.
We just watched Southpaw the other night, the wife and I, and I'm pretty sure that guy never had both eyes open at the same time.
I need to watch that now. Hey, thanks CCM 1092. Home from work finally. First thing I do is watch these awesome guys. $10. Thank you so much. Let's see. There's actually something that I wanted to talk about and then I lost it. Damn it!
Wasn't that important?
It wasn't that important if I lost that much. Let's see. If Simone didn't show, then you guys show your boobs. I don't get it.
I don't show them for free.
Yeah, no, I'm the only one that just gets drunk, starts whipping all my clothes off like that. That's what I'm well known for.
I don't get drunk. I never get drunk.
He doesn't. I've never seen Jay drunk and on my floor rolling around.
I hold my liquor like a pro.
Dude, you got some reeky ass farts too. Jay was like hotboxing me down there in Portland. Holy crap!
There were a few freeze frames of your face when you were like, "Oh god."
Somebody said I skipped Moonsword's question. Where's Moonsword's question? Hold on.
Question of the night: Eagles or ELO? ELO.
Hold on, guys. I'm looking. I'm trying to find it. The interface really sucks on this when there's so many tips coming in.
I'm personally an Eagles fan. If we're talking about music groups here.
The Eagles? Actually, Eagles pretty good. Who did? Was it Eagles that did Hotel California?
Yes.
Oh, I love Hotel California. Yeah. Yeah. Why am I not seeing a moon sword here? I see a sword dust. That's not a moon sword though. Let's see here. Moon sword. Where are you, moon sword?
What's happening with drone shit? Oh, you know, drones and shit and stuff.
Drones and shit, and Jay kind of wanted to do a drone and shit, and actually, we have a new drone guy. We do. My Bitcoin guy is my new drone guy now.
Because he's all rich off them Bitcoins.
Off them Bitcoins. So we're gonna talk to him about doing some drone reviews. Why am I not seeing Moonsword in here? I am sorry if I don't see it. YouTube's interface is being...
Nathan No Block also said you skipped his question from earlier.
Nathan did. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm really, really sorry if I missed some of your questions. You guys have to realize at one point there was probably like 10 donations coming in a minute, and I couldn't track everything.
YouTube has put the donation button there, but they haven't thought about how to really allow us to interact with it because, like Jerry said, there's a little window that you can see the donation comments, but apparently he's saying that they've skipped some.
Yeah,
there's nowhere, and Jerry will see this, there is nowhere where you even see a total of how many donations came in.
Yeah, and I've actually just hit the backlog on chat. Like, I can't even go back any further. Let's see here. Hold on, let me see if he re-asked his question down here. No, I apologize, guys. I really do. We really do appreciate all the support. Let's see, Darian Hunter. Oh, he said I missed his too. I see it here in the list though. Darian Hunter, remember me? I made you show your titties on the Z-Type live stream. No, I said that one, Darian. No, I did read that comment earlier. He must have missed. That's the other thing too, is a lot of people may have missed when we talked about their comment because they just weren't paying attention or something like that. I'm not saying that that's always the case, but I did read that one comment that somebody said didn't get read.
I see a lot of people asking me about whether or not I'm going to land Syndicate. Now, here's the thing. I thought about taking Little J to PDX Land because she really loves computer gaming and stuff. And I don't know. I'll talk to her and let her decide. Normally, for Little J's birthday, we take a trip somewhere. Like, we'll take a trip down to San Diego and go to, like, Legoland or the zoo or something like that because she really loves going to the hotels and stuff. If I can swing it, I mean, maybe I would fly her and I up there for her birthday weekend and do Land Syndicate, but that's awfully close to PDX Land in February, which I also have to already do.
Yep.
So I don't know yet what's going to happen with that. But the chances are right now, probably won't be there.
Well, I look forward to doing another PDX Land with you. I think that'll be fun.
Well, yeah, I'm already confirmed for February with Puget, so that means you are too.
I'm in. We're a package deal on that. Dylan Young, thank you for the $1. He said, "What do you think of Australian Holden auto cars? Holdens, aren't they kind of like Fords?
I think they
like
look
Pontiacs?
similar, but they're not. I think someone said they're closer to Pontiac. I've been, because when that happened back when we were doing like car talk, back when I got my Z, I've been buying a lot of Holden cars on Forza 6, just kind of screwing around with them because I didn't know anything about the company.
Gotcha. Oh, I know Holden. Don't they do the? They build the crazy like V8 like 4-door sedans, right? Yeah. No. I actually think they're cool. I've seen them on Top Gear before. One
of the cars right now that I'm driving in like a S-Class series is a Holden that I built up.
You know what cracks me up? I've actually been using the Tesla P85D like with the upgrades in the game, and I'm actually just like kicking the crap out of the P1 like on every race. And the P1's like a class above it, and it still just stomps it because you come out of the corners and you just step on it and you just out-accelerate the thing.
Right.
In a 5,000-pound sedan that can't go around corners. It's hilarious.
It's almost 6,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's heavy as hell. Let's see.
I didn't even realize the Tesla was in there. I'm about to go buy it now.
No, it is. It is. Get the P85D and then put the upgrade on it. It's like 800 and some horsepower at the wheels. It's insane. Job for a Butcher said, second D, my question would be 120, 240, or 280 rad be enough for a 980 Ti, SLI, and overclocked 5930K. Another lad asked if he should get a 980 Ti or wait for Pascal. We already did the 980. Did we already do the 980 in Pascal? Like, should he wait for Pascal or?
You started to say it, but then I think I didn't get a chance to answer it.
Oh, okay.
We don't know when Pascal's coming out. NVIDIA usually launches their new Titan stuff, which I think is where Pascal series might replace Titan. My prediction would be spring, maybe sometime between spring and Computex. So if you're willing to wait another 6 or 7 months, then maybe wait for Pascal.
I wouldn't wait. Just do technologies like that. Every time you buy something, the next day something new is going to come out. Just go with it and enjoy what you can get now.
As for the radiators, a 140, a 240, and a 280, that's kind of a weird setup. It sounds to me like you have some case limitations there. I would maybe consider getting a better case that can handle like a 360 and a 240 or two 360s or something like that.
Or maybe he's talking about one of the integrated systems, like the integrated water cooling systems. Because they usually use smaller rads, don't they? They don't have any like big 360 rad fully integrated systems, do they?
But he asked about a 140, which none of the integrated ones are 140s. They're 120s.
Oh, he said no, 120, 240, and 280.
Oh, 120, 240. Yeah. It sounds like he's asking if See, he said SLI as well, so that he's asking me
Correct.
if those rads in that case would be enough to cool those components.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
I mean,
the GM200 core is hot.
and he wants to overclock both. He wants to overclock the 980 and the 5930. So that's going to be putting out a shitload of heat.
Yeah, the 5930 overclocked is going to be putting out around 180 to 200 watts of thermals you have to dissipate. That's not a lot at all. I don't know. I've got the 3 Titan X's, and my loops would still get into the mid to upper 50s while overclocked with a 560 and a 280. That's way more radiator than I should need. That's why when I take the system apart, I'm going to tear the blocks apart and see what's going on in there. They've been getting warm.
Oh, wow.
They've been getting warmer over time. I think they're clogging.
They're getting clogged up, yeah. I actually had that. I had that problem. I took my block apart on this, and it actually had some gummy shit in it, and that was the tubes breaking down.
Right, the plasticizer.
Yeah, you could tell. You put your finger in the end of the tube, and it was all kind of gummy and rough.
Right.
So, just horrible stuff. QA Library, thank you for the $1 donation. Jade, put the scissors down before you hurt somebody.
I've already cut the tips of my fingers a bunch of times.
Oh my God, you're over there just like butterfly knife scissors. Samantha Marie says, do you have any interest in roller derby? If not, you should check it out. Funny story, my sister did roller derby for years. And she's tiny. She's a tiny little, like, 5 foot, like, I think she's 5'2", or about 5'2", and she weighs nothing. And she did roller derby, and it was hilarious. But she was a redhead, so you know they're crazy.
So your sister got all the athleticism?
She did. She got all the athleticism and all the grunt too. She used to kick my ass, like even being like half my size, because she would bite, kick, and scream, punch me in the face. She was horrible growing up, but now we get along great as adults. Dean Williams said, what do you think of the new Steam controller? I actually used the Steam controller at PAX Prime, and I have to say I was not impressed.
It feels kind of light and plasticky.
It feels really, really light and cheap, and it was the final version that I was playing with, but what I didn't like about it was the mouse, like motion. I couldn't get used to the idea of moving and then lifting my thumb up and moving it to the other side of the controller. Like,
yeah.
I guess over time you could get used to it, but honestly, it didn't feel that precise to me. Some people swear by it, though, so I honestly don't really know. I didn't like it, though. I didn't like the little bit of time. And I did install the beta software, so I made sure that I had the latest profile and everything, which apparently, if you don't have the latest profile, it's really, really slow tracking. But yeah, it wasn't... Oh, Ryan just messaged and said, hey, just got back. Where's Simone? Simone had to go take a pee, and like a really long pee. She's not going to be back for a while, guys. Dawn in the donated $5. Thank you. Could you share my friend's GoFundMe? She is trying to help with bills. I wish we could share GoFundMe's, guys, but we absolutely can't. I'll tell you why. Anytime that we share a GoFundMe, we get bombarded with emails, we get bombarded with tweets, we get bombarded on Facebook, we get flooded everywhere with everybody asking us to share their campaigns. And if we share one person's campaign and we don't share another person's campaign, we get massively drenched with hate.
Yeah, so claim favoritism.
Unfortunately, we can't do it. The only exception was yeah, go ahead.
Sharing GoFundMe campaigns to help people pay their bills. I mean, that's personally, GoFundMe's was started out with Kickstarter, and it was the idea of trying to back product and business startup and things like that. I mean, people have hard times. It would be unfair for us to share someone's GoFundMe to help someone pay their bills when there's probably hundreds of people in this chat, if not the majority of this chat, also struggling to make ends meet. So we can't just pick and choose who we're going to go help get the internet to pay their bills, if that makes sense.
And the thing is with me is, of course, everybody cites the exception, which was Jason. You have to realize Jason was like my best friend and lifelong mate. And when he died, I felt an obligation. Just like you feel an obligation creating the GoFundMe in the first place, I felt an obligation. I had the means to push it. I put all of my own agenda on the backseat to raise as much money as I could for him. And that was a special case. And even that had a massive amount of fallout for me, but it was worth it. That fallout was worth it because, like I said, he was a very, very close person to me, and I'm still not over his death. I don't think I ever will be.
There's a lot of people too who would be like, well, he should have probably prepared, for his death way ahead of time and had health insurance or life insurance.
I got all that.
What people don't understand is, and this is so political here, he was a cancer survivor, which already meant life insurance for him was extremely expensive to have because the life insurance companies looked at him as a relapse risk in terms of his health turning. Yeah. So it becomes to the point to where it's impossible to afford it because of past life health experience. So it's one of those things where it's easy for you to point your finger and say, hey, you should have had life insurance. But as a cancer survivor, even if he had it, its chances are it wouldn't have been renewed simply because of the fact that he had cancer. That's how
Right.
fucked up life insurance is.
Man, I can't move this stuff around to save my life, dude. I'm trying so hard. So Chris Barr donated $1. You need to get Forza Tune on mobile to help you set up the car suspension. Wait, there's a Forza app on mobile?
There's so many. I was gonna say there are so many people mad that I'm like a giant.
I know. I'm trying to fix this right now. Hold on here. Trying to get you up there. There we go. I'm getting you centered, Jay. Getting you centered. This is a little bit harder in OBS than XSplit. All right, we did it.
Jay bald now? No, I'm not
You're-
bald.
No, I got you. Now you can. Oh, damn it! I just centered you up.
And then he moved everything else.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, you're fine. Let's see, Chris Barr. Okay, no, I already did that. Let's see, Dead, Fitchy, 1 pound. You guys loving the stream? Was trying to fit my new 6700K in maximum hero whilst watching, but got angry whilst trying to line up the standoffs. Not the best idea at 3 a.m. Right? Yeah, if you're tired, do not do that stuff. Do not.
I want to answer a question in chat. Someone asked if I was a cancer survivor because I'm talking about what it's like trying to have life insurance after having cancer. No, I'm not a cancer survivor, but there are several in my family who ended up having to take personal means of investments and stuff to try and make something to leave behind for their families when they're gone. So, but yeah, it's not easy when you have major health problems like that. Even if they're past, even if they're old, life insurance companies don't want to carry you because they look at you as a guaranteed loss.
Yeah, you're a liability as far as they're concerned. It's
Insurance companies don't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
Which is funny because they're in the business of risk.
Yeah, the thing is with my friend is he was a survivor. He was in the clear, and then a complication with surgery is what killed him. And it was an instant thing. It wasn't something anybody could have planned. It wasn't anything that anybody even foresaw. It just happened. And so they had no time. They thought they were in the clear. They thought they were good.
Look at Joan Rivers. She went in for like a throat surgery and died.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy. But I want everybody to know that it doesn't mean that we're unsympathetic to what's going on. It's just you have to realize that from our perspective, we can't just share one. Otherwise, everybody else wants theirs shared. And then if they don't, everybody else gets mad. It's a matter of the whole mob mentality versus individuals. And there's no way we can help everybody. There's just no way. So the only people that we can really help in that respect are in the very, very rare cases or donating ourselves. And we usually keep that stuff private. I donate to a lot of campaigns. A lot of GoFundMe campaigns I've donated to, a lot of other things I've donated to, a lot of charities I've donated to, and I don't make that information public because as soon as I do, guess what happens?
What happens too is people will get offended that you should be donating to their charity of choice,
right?
Et cetera, et cetera. Like the wife and I, this Christmas we're doing the Secret Santa thing, and there's a lot of money that's going out because we're in a much better position this year than we were last year. But
pay it forward, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's things that she and I are already putting in motion that aren't going to be public. There's not going to be any details. It's just something that we're doing very quietly, even amongst our own friends and family. We're not telling them what we're doing because we don't. It's none of their business either. It's my wife and I's business on how we are going to spread our good fortune. And somebody real quick in chat, some jester asked if we still like our DX Racer chairs. Well, we're both sitting in them.
Yeah, I actually love my DX Racer chair. This thing's actually been really legit. I'm not going to say it's perfect. I mean, after sitting in it for months and months and months, there is a little bit of wobble to it, but surprisingly, it's still doing good.
This one I've got here, I want to point out, I still have the King Series chair sitting over there, which is very, very solid. But this one here is the Iron Series. And one of the reasons I haven't done my review on this yet, even though I got it months ago, was chairs are something you've got to use for a while and really see how they wear in. And the back right here, you can see, hopefully, it's got a decent amount of play in there.
Mine does now, too.
But the play is coming from the bolts that mount the back to the base.
Yep.
And I have tightened those bolts up. I have used thread locker and I have used lock washers, and it still works its way loose.
I ran into the same problem, but luckily it never works its way loose beyond that certain point. So I just don't even fix it anymore.
I've had the screws work their way loose to where they are like 5 or 6 turns out. And
I have not had that.
Yeah.
I should probably fix mine then before that happens and I fall on my face. Wackio9 said, thank you for the $1 donation. She said, just so you know, the Chevy SS is a rebadged Holden Commodore. Oh, I did not know that. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't know that. So we were like Chevy, Ford, Pontiac, like every American car.
Holden might be something to do with GM.
Yep. Nathan Noblick says, attempt number 2. Sorry about that. I currently have an i5 4690 and 2 GTX 970s and SLI with an RM 850W PSU. If you were to get an i7 5820K, would I need to get a new PSU or is 850 enough? Also, Jay, when will you be doing the Skunkworks update?
What was the power supply he has?
Yeah, look, an 850, an RM 850. Yep.
A what?
RM, I think he's saying the 850
Corsair.
operating. Yeah, okay.
The Corsair RM.
Yep.
850 is more than enough for what he's got.
You're good to go, bro. Good
and
to go.
It's more than enough for the 80 or 5820K. No doubt about that.
Ooh, I saw Dirtfish. Hold on here.
The Skunkworks update. I've got all the parts in the shopping cart for performance PCs. I just haven't submitted the order yet. I want to get it done. It's just, you gotta understand, guys. I can't just be like, oh, got to do this, drop everything and do it, unless we're talking like catastrophic failure of some sort. Things. I have obligations that have to happen first. So my stuff, my personal stuff, usually comes last.
No, I have. That's the biggest problem, I would say, being a career YouTuber, is that stuff it piles up. You have to prioritize a lot. People are like, why aren't you doing a Codegasm? It takes me a whole day to do one Codegasm episode.
I would love to get the Skunkworks videos up and out now. They get the biggest hits of anything that I do. They're money, but I can't just drop all the obligations I've already got to do it. So I would ideally like it to be done before Christmas.
Ooh, here's a good one.
Remember,
sorry.
Remember, I started getting the parts in for that. In fact, one of them is being, this motherboard right here, the Gigabyte SoC Champion, the X99 Champion, because it's orange. I want to go with an orange theme because it's not that far off from yellow. But then this motherboard here, if you're using a 5960X or a 5930K, the PCIe slots go 1, 4, 2, 3. So the reason why they do that is they put the PCIe 4 slot in between 2 and 3 so that if you're running two-way SLI air-cooled cards, you have a big enough gap between them to get proper airflow. But the thing is, if you're going to water cool 3 cards like I am, then you have a whole slot spaced between the top card and the next card. So it looks terrible. Now, if I was to switch it and go with, I'll just use the top 3 slots anyway, then what happens is, now according to the manual, this would happen. Some people have challenged me online saying, no, it would just go 8x, 8x, 16x if you did that. The problem is, Gigabyte's own technical team has told me that it would go 16x, 8x, 4x on the third card. So I've got to figure that out because that just put a hiccup in the entire plan. So anyway, we're running over here, Jerry.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to answer the 2 last questions here from Kyle Yost, $1. He said, Jay, you should go to Washington and both of us go to Dirtfish, and then I go down there and race you on Willow Springs for a track day. That would be some great videos. I would love to do that. Unfortunately, it would cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to make happen.
Just
not
get your car down there?
Yeah, I know, right? I'd have to truck it because the thing's got such a bad exhaust leak. I'd die by the time I hit California.
Not to mention, you don't ever want to drive your car to track day, in my opinion.
No, and I already had a problem. I drove the STI with the Stage 2 clutch down to the last PDX land, which was 3.5 hour drive. Right. And I noticed that by the time I got there that the clutch was actually overheating. I need to put some kind of a cooler on my system because when I got down there, it was actually starting to stick between gears. And as soon as I let it cool down for 10 minutes, and it was fine after that.
Those were sticking?
Yep. Yeah. I think it's it was just getting too hot, and I was running it hard. It was a real hard drive down.
Yeah, that fluid that's inside your manual gearbox there will start to get gummy when it gets hot.
Yeah, no, it totally did. You could tell it was not wanting to go into gear, and I was like, this is really weird. And it was just the Mobil 1 fluid that I'm running in there. I think I need to trade it out with a higher viscosity fluid or a higher temperature handling fluid, or go with a cooler of some kind on it, which they make. They make a tranny cooler for it.
Yeah.
I just have to get it. And CCM 1092 said it's not about recognition in regards to donation stuff. It's not about recognition. It's about doing good for others. And that is absolutely true. And guys, the only time that I publicly announce that I'm donating to a cause is when I'm rallying people towards that cause for Movember, autism awareness, and things of that nature. But again, everybody's got to do their own thing.
Noel Carroll asked me, on a limited budget, is it worth getting a G3258 and overclock the shit out of it, or save for 4790K and keep saving for, or then save for 4790, or just keep saving for Skylake? Skip the G3258. That's the Pentium Anniversary Edition CPU. It's a true dual core, no hyper threading. It's literally only 2 processing threads. Linus even did a really good video showing what happens to various games at various resolutions and graphics cards when you only have those 2 processing threads. And I said at the time, and a lot of people gave me a ton of shit, this was June of last year, I believe, 2014, I believe, when it came out. I said that, yeah, it's all fine and dandy now, but developers are starting to move, especially in gaming, towards multi-threaded optimization. which is going to leave the G3258 out high and dry, no matter how much you overclock it. And a lot of people were like, "No, Jay, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about." Well, that exactly ended up being the case with many games. Like games like Star Citizen just get hammered with that CPU. The CPU can't handle it. There's other games like Skyrim with mods. Forget it. What was the other one I've got sitting right here on my desktop? Give me a sec. Oh, Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor, Middle Earth. There's games out there now, depending on what you play, are just not going to perform well on a dual core with 2 threads. I would recommend even getting an AMD like 5870 or a 8350 or 8370 above a G3258. That's how much I don't like that Pentium chip.
Do you feel like gaming is definitely leaning more towards multi-threaded development now? Like, do you see games actively utilizing more threads and more cores?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even Battlefield 3, that was 2012 when that came out. Or no, 2011. The end of 2011 is when Battlefield 3 came out, and even then, it would spread the load over all cores available. The Infinity was just set to whatever was available.
That's awesome.
That was 2011, and we've got more and more games now starting to do that.
Oh, Dead F. Fitchy said, okay, here we go. Now that's starting to get more confusing. Holden is an Australian performance version of the UK car company Vauxhall, which is now owned by GM. So now we're getting closer, and it says Vauxhall have an international presence under the name Opel. So there's about like 9 car companies now we've heard that are associated. So basically, Holden is every single UK and American automaker all working together under GM.
It's kind of like the electronics world. There's all these brands, but they're really owned by like 2 brothers. Everything is. The car world, you've got Volkswagen Group. Like how many brands are under the Volkswagen Group?
Right.
You know?
Right. All right, guys. Well, we are way over, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Thank you, guys. Next week, we will be back on Jay's channel and alternating weekly, and I will be putting a video up on my channel, so don't worry. If for whatever reason you're not subscribed to Jay, I will be putting up a video telling you to go subscribe to him and go watch it on his channel. So, Jay, are there any final thoughts you'd like to share before we shut this stream down and we go stuff our faces while nobody's looking?
Poops and boobs.
Poops and boobs. All right, guys. Poops and boobs. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. I got to find the button right there. Okay.